Thin cushion of air is maintained between the solid surface. That is also one of the method of reducing friction. A is equal to V square by R. This is the acceleration which is given for a object which is under circular motion. Any object which is taking a circular path is having a centripetal force which is directed towards the center. Hello everyone, I am Vrinda, Faculty of Physics from Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, welcoming you all to Chapter 5, Session 4, that is, chapter topic is Law of Motion. So in today's class, let us discuss something about the common forces which occur in nature as well as circular motion and banking of the roads. So now coming to common forces in nature. As you all know, the one specific force, fundamental forces in nature out of which we study gravitational force, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force and electromagnetic force. There are some of the common forces away from all these forces. Which are those common forces which we see daily? That is, there is a surface and the surface has got some object which is acting perpendicular to the surface. So when one object is in contact in a perpendicular way to a surface, then such kind of a force is said to be a normal reaction. So the first point is like the component of a contact force which is normal. Normal means it is perpendicular at 90 degree. Normal to the surface in contact is said to be a normal reaction. So the forces whatever you see in mechanics, it is called as a contact force. That is, the name itself tells that one object is in contact with the other object, which leads to many contact force, out of which normal reaction is one, and usually we see the friction force. It is like the component which is parallel to the surface in contact. This is perpendicular to the surface in contact. If you have got a parallel one which is in contact or with the surface, then such kind of a force is called as friction force. So suppose you walk. What makes you walk in a specific path? That is all about the opposing force which is acting on the part which is in contact with the surface. So that opposing force is always called as the friction force. So the friction force acts many places in our daily life. This is solid to solid kind of a force. Now solid with liquid. So two objects which is in contact will be, one is solid, another one will be liquid. Suppose if that is the case, a soil which is immersed in a fluid. Suppose this is a container with the presence of water and a solid which is present over here. This is a solid which is allowed to come in contact with the liquid. So what happens? There is a upward pressure which is acting on the body. So that upward force which is acting on the body is called buoyant force. So which is equal to the weight of the fluid, it is displaced. If the weight of the object is more, then it starts sinking. If the weight of the object is equal to the liquid or lesser than liquid, it starts floating over here. And what is making them to float? It is the upward force, that is buoyant force. So next it is when a spring is compressed or it is extended. I told you there are types of force out of which normal reaction is over, friction is over, and solid and fluid forces, that is buoyant force is over, and next it is restoring force. In restoring force, we are just considering the spring. The spring which is yet to be stretched. This is the spring. So here the spring is compressed or it is extended by external force. Now this is the compression, whereas this is the extension. Here it is a block. So suppose a spring is either it is compressed or it is extended with some external force. a restoring force is generated. That is restoring. Again, it is coming back. Suppose if you pull a spring down, it is extended. You just leave it off. It gets restored back to its place. It gets compressed. So it is restored backwards. So that force is given as F is equal to minus K into X. So X is the displacement of the spring. To what distance has it moved? That is, has it extended? So minus K. So K is nothing but force constant. It is said to be a force constant, and this negative sign indicates that it is restored in the opposite direction. Force is applied in this direction, whereas it is restored in the opposite direction. That is why this negative term has come. So that is all about your restoring force which occurs in spring. So spring is an example for that restoring force. So now it is common forces in mechanics. So out of which this force, you have got friction, you have got rolling friction and static friction and kinetic friction. So this is a force which makes one object to come in contact with the other, so that there is generation of certain friction, out of which there are types of friction over here. So normally friction is the one which opposes the motion of an object. That is all about the friction which is acting upon. Rolling friction occurs in the rolling bodies. Static friction is the one which, even if there is any work done in pushing an object, still the body remains the same, because the friction force acting on the body will be more. At that time, the motion of an object will be in a static position. That is the position of rest position. Such kind of a friction is called as static friction, and kinetic friction is the one which is acting on the two bodies which are in contact with each other. So that is all about the friction types. So now coming on to the same common forces in mechanics, out of which whatever I have explained, you can see those things in your daily life. So which are those? One is your running. So there is a forward movement of a person over here, and the friction is acting backwards, because of which you are getting a grip over here. That is all about the friction force which we can see when you run or when you walk. Again, here you can see your friction force, that is rolling friction. Here, suppose if there was absence of friction, then it would have impending motion. That is the continuous flow without any movement. You would fall. You wouldn't have got any grip while walking or any rolling of any objects. So friction is very much necessary in our daily life. So the movement is taking place this way. There will be controlled movement of any object, controlled movement, controlled motion will be there. For this reason, the friction is very much important. Again, small kid pushing the stone and he pulling the box. Okay, all these comes under the friction. And again, walking, skating, rolling the door, or else writing. All these are the motion which is with respect to friction, which you see in your daily life. So these are all some examples which I have mentioned in the picture over here. So you're done with the friction. So next let us go to how to reduce the friction. Suppose if the friction is more and you're not able to move an object, how much ever the work is done. So for such things and all, in order to reduce the friction, lubricants are applied. So lubricants are the way of reducing kinetic friction in a machine, as well as they use ball bearings. You can see this is a lubricant and ball bearings are used, which is present over here, such that the friction is reduced in this part of the machine. And a thin cushion of air is maintained between the solid surface. That is also one of the method of reducing friction. So you all got to know what is friction, and if there were no friction, what would be the condition? And if there is high friction, how will you reduce the frictions? And now let us go to circular motion. So here there is a circular motion. So what is that uniform circular motion? So uniform circular motion is the motion of an object in a circular path with equal intervals of time. Same definition goes for circular motion. Circular motion is the one wherein the object takes the circular path in definite intervals of time. So what happens when there is a circular motion? The force is acting towards the center. So such kind of a force will be centripetal force. So now you know that the acceleration of an object which is moving in a circular path is given as A is equal to V square by R. This is the acceleration which is given for a object which is under circular motion. So now considering your force is equal to mass into acceleration, you have got your centripetal force given by V square by R. So the total Fc is equal to mv square by r. So this is the centripetal force which is acting towards the center of the circle, that is at this point. So this is all about circular motion. So the centripetal force for a stone which is tied in a string, that is called as tension force. So the centripetal force of a stone which is tied in a string and which is made to move in a circular path is said to be a tension force, and the centripetal force for other planets is said to be a gravitational force, and the centripetal force for a car or a vehicle which is moving in a circular path, then it is said to be a force of friction. So it is motion of a car in a circular path. What is there? The friction force is present over there. Suppose if the car is moving on a plain road, that is a level road. For such kind of a car, we just introduce a concept called as banking of roads. So let us study about banking of roads. And there is a car which is present over here. So we are studying now banking of roads. So what is that banking of roads? It is a phenomena where the edges are slightly raised in the curved roads. So the edges are slightly raised in the curved roads. Such kind of a phenomena is called as banking of roads. So just consider a diagram, that is, this is a level road and your road is banked slightly with an angle theta. You have got a presence of car, that is your vehicle over here. This is a car wherein you people are having the tires over here. This is the banking of the road. And now there is a force which is acting upward as well as downward and in a horizontal way. So this is all about n cos theta m into g, that is mass and acceleration due to gravity, f sin theta, n sin theta and f cos theta. This is the theta is the angle of inclination of the road, that is banking of the road. Phenomena of raising the edge of the road, one edge of the road is said to be the banking of the road. Now let us consider upward direction and downward direction. So this is your upward direction. This is your downward direction. N is the normal reaction. So here, which are the concepts which is acting on an object? That is normal reaction as well as frictional force. Normal reaction is the one which acts vertically to the surface in contact, and friction is the one which acts parallel to the surface which is in contact. So we have friction force as well as normal force. So it is a concept are normal as well as friction. And what are we supposed to find out? The banking of the roads. What is that banking phenomena? The phenomena where the roads, one edge of the road is slightly raised. The roads are inclined a little bit for an angle of theta. So now let us consider vertical concept, that is upward direction is equal to downward direction. So upward direction is equal to downward direction. Upward is n cos theta, which is equal to downward direction. We have got mass into acceleration due to gravity and F sine theta. So which are the three concepts which acts over here for an object, that is car in bank roads, are mass and acceleration due to gravity, normal reaction as well as frictional force. These three are the main concepts here. So you have got upward direction as n cos theta and downward direction will be your F sine theta plus mg. Retain your mg at one side. So what you have got? N cos theta minus F sine theta, which is said to be equation 1. So this is your equation 1. Now, any object which is taking a circular path is having a centripetal force which is directed towards the center, and such a centripetal force is given as mv square by r. So this is the centripetal force now. So now you have to get the equation for the one which is acting towards the center when an object is taking a circular path. That is, this is the horizontal component. So it is bending towards the center. So that force which is acting is normal force as well as friction force. So you're supposed to take n sine theta plus F cos theta. So n sine theta plus F cos theta. So this is said to be your equation 2. So you have to divide equation 2 by equation 1. So it is mv square by r divided by m and g, which is equal to n sine theta plus F cos theta divided by n cos theta minus F sine theta. This is equation 2 and equation 1 which is given below over here. So cancel m and m. So what is remaining is v square by r and g. Now you have got n sine theta plus F cos theta by n cos theta minus F sine theta. You all know the friction in relation with the normal reaction is F is equal to nu s into normal reaction. So we have coefficient of static friction and a normal reaction. So this is a relation. So in the place of F you can substitute for nu s sine n. So it will be v square by r into g, which is equal to n sine theta plus nu s n cos theta divided by n cos theta minus nu s n sine theta. Which is common term here? It is n, and you have to divide your right hand side by cos theta. So what is the equation you're getting? V square and rg is equal to n is the common which is taken out, and divide sine theta by cos theta plus nu s cos theta by cos theta divided by n cos theta by cos theta minus nu s sin theta by cos theta. So here cos theta cancels again. Here it also cancels. So 1 and 1 is the answer over here. So sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan function. So that is tan theta. V square by r into g is equal to your n and n, numerator as well as denominator with the same variable is getting cancelled. So you have tan theta plus nu s divided by 1 minus nu s tan theta. So this is the answer. Now we are supposed to find out the equation for banking of roads. So retain your v here itself. So you have got v is equal to your r into g comes here. So you have got r g into tan theta plus nu s divided by 1 minus nu subscript s tan theta. And v has got its square. So it is square root of this equation. So this is the equation in order to calculate anything with regard to banking of the roads, which is very important in terms of numericals. So that is all about your banking of roads. So this is an easy concept. First you will have to consider only vertical concept, and then you have to consider the horizontal concept. When it comes to horizontal concept, it is all about the centripetal force. Suppose just think the road is over here like circle road. So the center, the force acting towards the center, and which is horizontal to you, right? So horizontal concept is all about your mv square by r, that is the centripetal force which you are considering, and the force which is acting, whichever I showed you in this diagram, that is towards the horizontal, that is towards the center. The force is acting is been added, and you're dividing vertical component and horizontal component, that is horizontal component divided by vertical component. Simplify it and substitute in the place of f, and then you will have to divide it by cos theta. When it cancels, you will get it as tan theta. Take common out, cancel each other, and finally you will get the value of V. This equation is useful for calculating any numericals with regard to banking of the roads. So today in our class we had studied regarding certain common forces in mechanics, that is all about the friction, static friction, kinetic friction, normal friction, and buoyant force, as well as the rolling friction and all. And you saw the examples in images, like in our daily life, what are the things which undergoes friction, and finally you just ended up with the banking of roads, learning the concept of circular motion. So here ends our laws of motion chapter 5. Let me all meet you in the next session with a new chapter. Until then, have a good day. Thank you.